Hi, welcome to another Geek Java video. I am Tim, and this is the next in our series on DOSEMBER. So we're going over some of the programs that I used back in the day when I was running DOS. So last video we did a quick tour, like a whirlwind tour of Xtree, just to remind people of what file management was like back in the 80s and 90s. We're now going over programming in DOS. So anyone who knows DOS 5.0 and above would know that it came with QBasic, which is a cut down basic interpreter. What we have here is not QBasic, although it looks like it. We have QuickBasic, which is the fully featured basic interpreter that you could get separately. So this runs all the same stuff as QBasic, but also allows things like compiling your programs to exe files and some additional debugging tools, and also the ability to use libraries. But I won't go too in-depth into it. We're just going to go over some things that people might actually remember. So you might remember from that it actually came with some sample programs. So we're going to have a look at this one first. It's a torus generator, and of course it's changed screen mode, so we get that nice little white box in the middle. But we'll persevere anyway, so we'll just change a couple of the parameters here. We'll go thickness 6. We'll take this right up to the maximum, which is I think 20, and do the same here. And it's calculating, and in a moment we should get some lovely looking torus shapes. So this was just one of the sample programs that came with QuickBasic 4.5 to demonstrate some of its graphics capabilities. So for a basic interpreter, this is actually not bad. Like, people don't really expect this sort of stuff out of BASIC, but it can be done. But enough of that for the moment. So we'll go on to the stuff from that we did last video. So you might remember I used Xtree to copy a couple of sample files over to the hard drive. So these are games that came with MS-DOS version 5. But as we're not using DOS 6.22, they were not included there, so I've copied them over. And I just threw them into the temp directory. So we'll start first with nibbles. And of course, I really wish I could get rid of that white box a little bit more elegantly. But for some reason this monitor does that, and it really pisses me off. And right on cue it disappears. So one player, we'll just go novice. No, we won't increase speed. And we have a color monitor. Push space. And if you've ever known the Nokia phones from around the 5110 era, you will probably know this game, because it's basically the same thing. I do wonder whether the Nokia developers actually used DOS 5 and basically stole this from there. So nibbles, which is basically snake. But we'll have a look at the other one, because the other one was gorillas, which I think more people will actually remember. And of course the white box is back. So, damn that white box. Anyway, we'll persevere and throw a couple of bananas at each other. So the basic principle is you throw bananas at each other until you hit each other. And if you go through the sun, which we just missed, the sun has a nice smile on its face. But anyway, I think we'll sort of wrap this one up here. The idea is just to give a general idea of what was available for DOS as far as basic interpreters go. So now this is the Microsoft one that's fully featured. There are also others, but I think this was the primary one that people used. So yeah, we'll wrap this one up here. As always, you know what to do with that subscribe button and that like button and that dislike button. And if you want to join us more for Geek Talk and all of that other stuff, Discord link in the description, as is Twitter link. And we'll see you in the next video.